And now, from Arizona Studios, it's two Schmucks and a Mic. And we're fucking live right now, you and me, once again.
You know, we took 2 weeks off.
It was a good 2 weeks off,
We needed rest. We did need some rest.
You know, you have to live.
You do.
You have to live, otherwise it can be mundane, these podcasts. You got to have stuff.
You do.
Do you?
Got a lot, we got a lot of stuff. And the reason why we have a lot of stuff is because of Scott Brody and Brody Web Design.
Boom, 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 boom.
Go to BrodyWebDesign.com and get your business started today. And
oh, sorry, I got a song stuck in my head.
Me and Mr. Brody started our own marketing agency called Raging Bull Marketing. Check us out. .com. We'll hook you up. Chris, what do you got going on?
I had a talk with a guy on Instagram today, and he gave us a shout out. So I told him I'd mention him. He's at the Man Blog, _Man Blog on Instagram. He's got cool shit. It's all manly stuff. So
he probably listened to the Man Show.
Well, I told him we're gonna shout him out today, so I gave him a little shout out. Check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. And that's that.
Dude, I got gas.
Dude, I've been gassy all day. I had some fucking fajitas last night.
Man.
Jesus. Peppers, man. I think peppers do it to me.
This is Herdez.
Oh, the green sauce.
Dude, every time I eat Herdez, I'm just blowing ass.
I eat Herdez as much as possible.
It's good stuff.
Dude, that stuff, the guacamole, have you had that? No, you haven't.
Well, no, the wife finally let me get it.
Oh, she did?
She didn't want me to get it because there's yellow number 5 in it.
Yeah.
And my wife is a health nut. So if anything is like poison, which is almost everything,
yeah,
she won't let me get it. But I said, please, when we were at Costco, and she says, okay, fine.
Well, you had 4 donuts the other day. I think yellow number 5
I did have
least
4
of your
donuts,
worries.
but I didn't put on any weight.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. A little yellow number 5 and some Herdez. And it ain't doing shit to those fucking donuts. Those donuts are trumping whatever yellow number 5 does to you.
Probably adding the Herdez to the donut is probably
put it on top.
Good. Dude, I'm driving behind some guy today on the way to the studio. It's a beat up piece of shit. That's fine.
Hey, whatever.
I had beat up cars. I mean, I'm not judging him on that. But what I am judging him on is the fact that his car hasn't been registered since 2014. Okay? I mean, dude, where's your money going? Get your car registered. It's a fucking jalopy. The thing probably costs like $50 to register.
Yeah, it can't be that much.
So that's the traffic report. Other than that, traffic's horrible.
Yeah, I've been experiencing a lot of people not using the turn signal whenever they go over and directly in front of me.
I never use my turn signal.
Well, what I want to do right now is jump across the table and put my foot right up your fucking ass.
What if I said I used to use my turn signal, but then people wouldn't let me in?
I would say that's your fucking problem, and
it's
not everyone's the same.
Well, it's not my problem anymore because I just cut people off.
You're the guy. You're the problem.
But I do wait in line. You got to give me that much.
Well, you got to wait your turn.
Yeah, I do. I do that.
Don't be a cutter peanut butter.
But I mean,
because those people need a punch in the face.
If I'm weaving in and out of traffic, I don't have time to flip a switch. I just move. It's like a flow.
Well, when you're texting and driving and talking and shaving while all this at the same time, it's hard. It's really hard to just focus on turn signals.
I know. I am looking for an assistant. So
yes,
I mean,
very nice. Today's podcast is about dogs.
Dogs.
And I truly believe they're better than people.
Oh, they are.
And
without a doubt.
This is something that you said that really struck a chord because dogs are fucking great.
You're not going to get me choked up on the show.
Nah, come on.
No, well, we went over notes, and
we were telling stories.
I think you're trying to get me choked up. It's not going to happen.
No, well, I'm not trying. I'm just saying that the fact of life is it ends.
Well, it does. Everything
whenever
ends.
Dogs die, that's when you know for sure that they're the best.
Yeah.
They're better. I've lost family that I've cried over.
Yeah.
But I don't miss them like I do my dog.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it? It's pretty crazy. I've only been through one. I've had 2 dogs.
All right.
I had one that my parents got, me and my brother, when we were 4. but he gravitated more towards my mom.
Okay.
So, I mean, I loved him, but like, I wasn't close to him like I am with Rocky, who's my second dog and my first personal dog. But Gizmo he was cool, dude. I knew he was cool because when we picked him up from the farm, he bit me on my thumb.
What kind of dog was he?
He was a little, what do you call it, peekaboo? You know what a peekaboo is?
I never heard of a peekaboo.
Yeah,
I played peekaboo.
Yeah, it was like a peekaboo. Look at my tits. You see them? Yes, I do. One of those things.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's like roses are red, tulips are black. You'd look better with a knife in your back. One of those deals.
I really like how you have the microphone propped up on your fat belly right now.
First off, there is
no
belly.
hands.
There is no belly. It's washboard.
I'm going to take a picture of this right now.
No,
please, dude. This is going to happen.
Look at this.
This is good times.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
well, I guess
okay.
God damn it. You could put your hand up or something to cover it.
No,
Right,
but he was a cool dog, dude. He looked
He
looked like the Gizmo on the Gremlins.
The Gremlins. Okay.
So we called him Gizmo.
Perfect.
He used to run after cars in the old neighborhood. He'd run down the street, his fucking ears blowing back. He has friends that would come up to the door of the backyard on the deck and call for him. There was a cat called Sneaky. Called Sneaky, and another dog called Sparky.
That was a great name for that cat.
Yeah.
Because the majority of them are stinky.
Yeah,
and
well, no,
sneaky.
this cat was cool, dude. They all hung out, the three of them. It was like one big thing. They used to play all the time. But, so 15 years later, I was 19, still living at home. I had to move back to Arizona from New York. And my mom knocked on my door one morning.
All right.
And told me that Gizmo died. Unexpectedly. He had a fucking, seizure or something. They rushed him to the vet, but he didn't make it.
And you cried?
Well, I said, I didn't open the door. I was laying in bed. My mom had woke me up by knocking on my door. And I said, okay. And I rolled over. And I bawled my eyes out. I cried in the pillow. Like a man should when he's alone. Okay? And I'm going to get back to this with the relationship advice. Do it in private, please. If you're a man,
I see tears in your eyes.
No. If you're a man, cry in private. That's all I'm saying.
All right, fair enough.
Give me a story.
All right, my very first dog. I grew up on a farm in Ohio. I'll never forget it. I came off the bus, and my dad was waiting for me. He goes, "Hey, I got you something." I was like, "Holy cow, what do we have here?" And we had a big barn across the way, and then my dad whistled. And all of a sudden, this little puppy came running out of the barn. And it was like 1,000 feet away. This is a good haul that this dog was just...
How old?
Puppy. Like...
Well, a couple weeks? Month?
Old enough to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it was a collie. It was a collie. And we called her Duchess. And this dog ran all the way and just jumped up on me and started licking me. And I started playing with it. And that was it. It was fucking dog. I was a dog kid from the word go. And then... spent, I don't know, maybe 10 years with this dog, and it got cancer of the lymph nodes. So I'm hanging out with this dog, in the fucking garage. It just got a little bed made up and just lying down, getting ready to go, and I hung out with the dog the whole time. That was my fucking dog. I think that's where the phrase comes from, of course. But my dad, being the fucking man that he is, he had to put two in the dog's head, so we went out in the woods, dug a hole, and he told me the story, and it was like, you want to get choked up, you fucking hear my dad's story. He had to shoot the dog and bury it, because the dog was looking up at him, and that's a tough pill to swallow.
That is, but why wouldn't he do it from behind? Like without the dog looking?
The dog was like, he just knew.
Oh.
Like the dog knew.
Jeez.
That it was. And he didn't say that, if it was from the front or the behind.
What was it, 22?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's all it takes. A little pop to the brain, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah, so enough of the sad shit. Then my second dog, Zoe, which I had her for 18 years. She was fucking awesome. If you want to check her out, she's on Facebook. And I put a picture up there, and everybody can put their comments and their pictures of their dogs, and it would be much appreciated. We can get a fun time started there. But I was in Missouri, and I was working with my stepdad at the time, or ex-stepdad. That's another story.
Missouri.
Missouri. I get to work, and there's a box full of puppies. And I was like, holy shit, it's fucking cold as shit outside. And right next to us was a Salvation Army. So people just dump stuff off. So apparently that's what they do. They dump off anything at the Salvation Army.
Kids, little babies.
Yeah. So we took them in because they were barking. It was cold outside. So we were playing with them. We gave them out to customers because we weren't going to keep them. And I was like, I kept playing with this one dog. And I was like, this one's mine. This one's mine.
Yeah.
And ever since then, dude, I just like, I put it on the table. I said, it's my responsibility to give this dog the best quality of life that I can give it.
Of course, or else don't have one.
Yeah, that's how
People
I
are
feel.
like, oh, you do that to your dog. You do that. Of course I do. I love this dog.
Yeah, we went everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? This dog
Everywhere.
loves me.
Yeah.
Follows me everywhere.
And I was single at the time,
Yeah.
too. So if I was going someplace, the dog was going with me.
Dog's
She was my
going,
co-pilot.
Huh?
Yeah, so I took her to the beach.
What about
at
these
Huntington Beach?
Nice.
Took
I
her-
still got to take Rocky to the water.
Dude, in the first day of snow, has Rocky ever seen snow?
Oh, he's been in snow.
Dude, the first day
Yeah.
that they see snow is the best.
Yeah.
She was like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this? Yeah, that was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, he's been in snow. But what about these people who get these dogs and they put them in the backyard? It's like, dude, really?
Or apartment dogs. Like, there are dogs that are lazier,
Yeah.
and those are great for apartments, but you get a high-strung dog,
Yeah.
that
Like a-
dog is meant to run.
Like a
It's
big
meant
ass
to
dog,
do
like a
things.
fucking horse.
Yeah, and it's going to destroy stuff because it's all angst up. It's bullshit. You got to get the right dog for your lifestyle. That's one thing. It's important.
So I said to Annie, 2010, I says, I want a bulldog.
All right.
It's time. I've always wanted one. It's time. I'm like, what do you think? She's like, well, I don't know. Da, da, da. I'm like, I always wanted one. She's like, okay, fine. So I'm looking online. It took a little time.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the right one. Some from California, they'd ship here. All this other, pet stores were a racket. Finally, I says, why don't I just look at a rescue? See if I can save one. You know what I'm saying? So I go online and there's this bulldog rescue. I think it's Bulldog Rescue
Okay.
in Arizona, and there were three of them.
Mm.
There was one called Uno, one called Monster, and I don't remember the other one. So I says, which one do you like? I mean, she's like, ooh, Uno looks cool. I'm like, Uno? I'm like, all right.
Number one.
So I call this place, and they're like, all right, I'm going to come out. We got to see your house. We'll bring the dog. We want to look around. I'm like, cool. They get there. Rocky jumps out of this SUV, and he just starts running towards me immediately. They parked in the street, and he jumped out, and he just didn't listen to them. Just came right running over to me. I got down, and he like jumped at me.
You bonded.
Right? I'm like, dude, right then and there.
Yeah.
I didn't need anything else.
And they're great because they're waiting for you when you get home, dude.
No, dude. He's going to
I
be
mean-
waiting for me right now. Annie sends me pictures of him waiting by the door. But anyway, so they didn't bring Uno.
Oh, no.
They brought Monster. That was his name. They named him Monster. So I'm like, how could this isn't a monster. This is a beautiful baby right here. So we're in the backyard, and he's running around in circles and all this shit. And I was just laying the new floor in the house. So he was on like cement and all this other shit. So they're like, what do you think? I'm like, I want him.
Of course you do.
They're like, okay. They're like, it looks good here. Everything looks good. It'll be $500.
Jeez.
That's it. $500. He's 2 years old, trained, everything. $500. I had to take him to obedient class at PetSmart. Okay. So he passed obedient class. He's totally scammed the guy, right? And now he's ours. But yeah, like, dude, Monster. And then they gave him us a cage, which I never put him in. I threw it out. Like, I'm not putting my dog in a fucking cage. I'm sorry.
Well, dogs are den animals.
Yeah, I'm not doing it though.
No.
I mean, Annie wanted to get a cage for transportation reasons.
All right.
I'm like, not happening.
I've been to your place. He doesn't have a pen. Or
Nothing.
nothing.
He runs free. He doesn't have
Yeah.
he doesn't have a collar. I don't want to have a fucking collar around his neck. I want him to just chill,
Yeah.
right? And that's what he does. So that's who he is.
Yeah, my dog.
He gives high fives.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, dude, I love him,
Yeah,
man.
he's a good boy.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when he goes.
Zoe didn't have a cage either. Yeah, I just couldn't afford one.
Yeah.
But I'm not against them. You got to think of the cage in a positive manner and treat them like it's a positive. It's not like you're a bad dog, go to your cage. You know, you got to reinforce it so they go, because if they were in the wild, they would find a den.
Yeah, well,
And that's kind of what it is.
Well, I told Annie, I'm like, if we would have got him as soon as he was born and he was used to a cage,
Yeah.
fine. But I'm like, he's 8 years old. I'm not putting him in a cage.
He doesn't need one. He's
no,
very
dude,
well-mannered.
Yeah, he chills in the back.
He holds his pee, right?
Dude, he holds it all day. He doesn't drink all day till we get home.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoe was good like that.
Yeah, dude.
She'd be waiting for him at the door dancing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of times, like in Arizona, summertime, I don't put her outside because it's just ridiculous hot.
Yeah.
So I put her inside, and she wouldn't pee in the house.
Yeah.
She would just be waiting for me, and she'd fucking come home and pee like 5 times and run. But yeah, I would she would always go in my basil garden. I have a huge herb garden,
Yeah.
and she would always go there and eat my basil. And then when she kissed me, I know where you were
You
at.
would know.
Yeah, it was
you were,
fucking basil.
you were in the basil. Well, Rocky kicks up rocks all over the pavers. So I'm out back sweeping rocks up. He doesn't listen.
Well,
I don't care.
Zoe was a Queensland Heeler and a Border Collie mix. So she was a mutt. And she was built for running. I used to put a fucking harness on her, and I'd hop on my longboard, and she would pull me. Like, I remember pulling me uphill to the park in California. Yeah. Just raw, just made for fucking running, dude. The dog was awesome.
Rocky can run.
He's got them short little
Dude,
legs.
Rocky
He's cute when he runs.
Yeah, when we take him to the park in the winter, he has to go to the what do they call that side? Where the timid. It's called the timid side. Because he doesn't get along with other dogs. He'll maul them.
Well, he's a bully.
Yeah, he is. He bullies them. He bullies them. He pushes them around. But he goes up to the fence, and the other dogs come up to him, and they look at each other, and then they start running back and forth on each side of the fence. But yeah, Rocky hauls ass, dude. Snores like nobody's business.
If you had a doggy door in your house, I'm sure it would enhance your life, because it enhanced mine.
No, he doesn't bother us. He goes out right before bed. That's it.
Yeah, Zoe was in and out.
Well, was that when she was older?
Well, no. Well, she wasn't a puppy.
Yeah.
I would say 10 years old.
Yeah.
She lived to be 18.
Oh, I know.
She got great genes.
Jeez, I wish Rocky would live that long.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen.
Well,
but
just glucosamine. I swear to God, that's the trick.
Yeah.
Just whatever glucosamine you would take.
Yeah.
It's got MSN in it, I think it's called. And just give her one a day. And their joints and their hips, it'll carry them through. And I got this information from our vet.
Well, like
goes,
you said,
that's
though,
what
too.
I do to my dogs.
The genes. I mean, it's all about your genes.
Yeah. We went hiking one time. She went and got a chipmunk. She just came up to me, and she had like the softest mouth. You know.
Was it alive?
Yeah. It was just sitting there, but she had it. She picked it up and she brought it to me.
No, she was playing with it.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, I got you this."
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Good girl, good girl."
Yeah, let's eat it.
Yeah, and the very first thing she brought me was a dead rabbit. She went and caught a fucking rabbit and brought it to the porch, and I opened it up and I was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this?"
A fucking
like,
rabbit
good girl.
hanging.
Yeah, no, she was swift. She so fast she could catch rabbits.
Good for her.
Here?
Hey, leave it down.
Well, let's do a fucking top 5 on dogs.
Yeah.
So
Top 5 on dogs.
we can make sense. I'm going to start mine.
What do you
5.
got? What do you got?
I like hounds. Something about a hound. All hounds, the beagles, as soon as they hit the fucking ground, their nose is on the ground, and they fucking just start going.
That's it. They just sniff.
I like their barks.
Yeah.
The beagles are I love them. I fucking love that. I would say number 4 is the pit bull. I'm a big, big fan of the pit bull. My stepson, he lives with a pit bull, and its name is Monster, funny enough.
Fucking monster.
And he is the biggest fucking goober that I've seen. Oh, we got a call on the line.
I'm not answering it.
All right, good. And my neighbor in Virginia Beach, they had a pit bull. And I'll never forget walking in the house.
Yeah.
There was a body on the couch, and the head was missing because it was in between the cushions, and he was sleeping. And this happened more than once.
Would it fucking kill him or what?
No, he was just sleeping.
Oh.
So number 3, I go Rottweiler.
That's Kelly's favorite, isn't it?
Kelly's favorite is the Rottweiler, and I'm all about that. Golden Retriever, that's the next dog I'm getting.
Was that 2?
That's 2. And mutts. I'm a big fan of the mutt.
Yeah, well.
Because you get what
that
you
was
get.
your baby.
You know what? I've had good experience.
That was your
Mutts.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 5 German Shepherd.
Ooh, okay.
Number 4, I'm going with the pug.
Fuck small dogs. I've never been a fan.
They're not small.
The pug, they're like
No,
little,
when I think of small, I think like Chihuahua.
look, if they're on your lap,
Well,
and
the
you're
pug
petting
can't
them,
go
that's
on
one
your,
thing.
It
But
can't
to
go on
own
your
one, and I don't know. For
Right.
me, it's not.
Well, you don't like that pig.
All right, there it is.
Right.
Go.
Number 3 is a husky.
Love them.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's a great dog.
Number 2 is a Dalmatian.
I had a Dalmatian. Yeah,
And number 1's bulldog.
of course. Of course. What do we got
And
next?
that's just the way it is.
Oh, you got a little court.
Yeah, I got a little night court. This is gonna get a little crazy here.
All right.
Because did you hear about that guy that tied his dog to to his bumper of his truck and drove the dog down the I-17?
Fuck him.
Guy should be executed.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
He should be treated the same way you treat the dog.
Tie him up to a bumper
Yeah.
and drag him down the I-17.
Yeah. No remorse. I don't feel bad for people like that. No, not at all.
Dude, those people shouldn't be allowed on the planet. What do you got?
Let's go with the recipe. I'm going to go with the recipe. What are you hungry for?
Oh. Pizza? You got one?
What'd you have for lunch today?
You're telling me something about that dough.
Dude, I'm going to do a pulled pork right now.
Oh.
Simple. You can do pulled pork in your oven. Just get a pork butt, rub it with mustard, put some brown sugar on it, salt and pepper, and you put that in a pan and cover it. Put that guy at 275 with a little bit of liquid smoke and some water on the bottom. You cover it and you just let it ride. And you're going to go probably,
It's a good song.
I would say at least 8 hours. And then just check it. Once it falls apart and you can pull that bone out,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
So it's supposed to fall apart.
Yeah, you
All right,
want it to shred.
Yeah, the ones I eat is usually with a chainsaw. You know?
There's no chainsaw in my pulled pork, sir.
Well, that's good. Because I don't like to cut meat with a fucking chainsaw.
Well, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it makes no fucking sense. You got a band? How about-
getting back to that piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What would you do to him?
I would tie him to the bumper of a truck.
Okay.
And I would drive him down the I-17 until his body parts started coming off his torso. And
Yeah.
then if he was still alive, okay?
Okay.
If he was barely still alive, I would start cutting his eyelids off, okay? And then I would start stabbing his eyeballs with a fucking needle. And then I would start ripping his teeth out with a fucking wrench. And then I would smack him in the face.
Yeah.
Like I would bitch slap him.
With my balls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I would just get back in the truck and finish the
I
job.
drive my balls all over his face.
Yeah, and I
drag him
piss
to
all
and
over him, like
fro.
shit on him.
Yeah.
And then light him on fire, and then drive him till his body falls off the chain.
Yeah,
That's
got
what
no
I would
remorse.
do. None. Dude, that guy's a piece of shit.
And I hope
He should
God
suffer.
doesn't have mercy on us.
Yeah, well, if there is one.
Yeah, we'll find out.
You know, we will,
day.
sooner or later. And a relationship advice.
Yeah, please.
Okay, this can be short and sweet, guys.
All right.
Okay? Short and fucking sweet. Never cry in front of your wife or your girlfriend. Don't ever cry in front of a woman.
No.
Don't do it.
What if your dog dies and you both put them together? Or you both put her down right there?
See, that's a tough one. But you got to show strength for her.
Let me tell you what I did.
Now, when she
Go.
leaves or when you're alone, let it all out.
No, of course.
But they need to see strength. That's what you're here for.
Well, I see what you're saying, and I agree. Whenever I put my dog down, I cried like a goddamn baby.
Yeah, dude,
And
I
she
don't.
was right there.
And you know what? I talk to shit right now,
Yeah.
but I'm sure when this happens,
Yeah. Well,
it'll be bad.
she was my support,
Yeah.
and it actually brought us closer because we've been through it twice.
Yeah.
With her dog and my
Yeah.
dog.
See, I
So-
like to be left alone during tragic shit. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, you said
I don't like support during those times. I like to just. I don't know why I've always been like that. Maybe I do need support, but I don't like when people are around me when I'm fucking upset.
Well, who does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's embarrassing.
well-
You're crying. Something people. Yeah. It's odd. It's an odd thing. Well, we took her to the vet, and put her under. And,
I'm not doing it.
And you're right there. The vet's right there. The nurse is right there.
Dude.
And then they leave. So if you break down immediately, people are gonna see
Dude, the fucking phone lines are blowing up right now.
what's going on. What's going on? The fuck is going on? I don't know what you're doing. He's pressing. Holy shit. Who is that? Facebook Live? Very nice. Well, what I'm going to do is give you my band. I've been listening to...
Dude, now they go off. I go live, and the phone was blowing up,
Yeah.
and now they're off. So...
Well, that's how it goes.
Oh, wait. I don't even think I started recording.
You got a fucking Apple phone? You don't know
gotta hit
what
that,
the fuck you're
Do you
doing.
have to hit that go live button?
Yeah, it says go live.
Yeah, well...
Hit it.
Nah. What's the point?
Well, do it. Are they watching?
No, because the lights aren't on. Fucking callers all hung up.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck them in their ear.
You goddamn Apple phone. You dropped the ball again.
Yes, I do have a band.
Yeah.
Chet Baker.
Ooh, never
I love
heard
jazz.
of him. Jazz is good.
I love jazz. So if you love jazz, check out Chet Baker.
All right, check this one out. I'm not going to... I've been listening to all kinds of good stuff, but Joe Bonamassa, that's my boy right now. You like blues?
Love the blues.
Joe Bonamassa is your man. The guy is a goddamn genius. He's a badass. And he's actually coming to town, and I'm going to pay some money, get some good seats, and go see him. And when I say pay money...
You're going to pay money.
I'm going to pay more money than I want, but it'll be a night out with the lady, and that shit's priceless.
Well, I mean, of course, if you're going to go do something, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you going to buy upper deck seats?
No.
Yeah, come on, dude.
no.
If you're going to go to an event,
Yeah.
go to an event.
It's a nice. It'll be a nice sit-down event.
Yeah.
Plenty of whites.
Yeah, gentlemen.
Because it's that kind of event when you get the older white people.
Yeah.
At an event, they sit down.
Yeah, guys, don't fucking skimp on this kind of shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, it's a blues show too.
Go
so
to
you're
a
not gonna have
baseball
people going
game.
nuts.
You don't sit up in section 300.
No.
Okay, you sit down in the ones.
You know, if you're in your young 20s, and all you want to do is get
that's
fucked up and have a good
that's
time.
Fine.
Kick it in the back.
Good point.
Kick it in the grass in the section where no one,
But show some fucking class.
Yeah.
Would you please?
Jesus Christ.
Unreal. You got any shout-outs?
I got none.
Oh, none.
I got none. No, we got a nice little tight podcast today.
Yeah, this was tight, short and to the point. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening, you fucks.
Yeah.